Hi, this is Multi-Topic Talk. Today I will be talking about the pilot episode of Superman and Lois TV show. And it will be some kind of review and my overall thought about the episode. And it won't be the usual formula I'm using. I will only be covering parts of the episode that I consider important and the one that catched my attention because that was a 1 hour episode and I'm never taking any notes on my video. So basically, that's just on top of my head. I will be speaking about the episode overall, my thought, and what's going on, and maybe a bit of theory crafting by the end. Before we go into the topic of today, let me introduce you to my channel. So basically, over here, you will be finding gaming content. You will be finding dctv reviews and discussion and everything about that. You will also be finding Boruto Naruto Next Generation content, the manga, and a little bit of the anime. So that's pretty much it. It's a testing platform to see what will make people react the most. And if people are more toward my gaming content, I will put the emphasis on the gaming, and vice versa. If it's the DCTV that will get more views, more DCTV content will show up here. So, with that being said, let's go over to the topic of today. So, now let's go over with my thought. I structured the video with characters, and as I said, I did not took any notes. So basically, if I forget anything, I will go back to these characters later on. So now I will be starting off with uh, both brothers, basically. Starting off with Jordan. Jordan is the kind of people that is an introvert. He has social anxiety, and he he seemed like really weird about his interaction with others because he's not used to approach others, so he don't know how to act and speak to others in a normal way, if we can say it that way. So he's kind of a outcast, and it's been shown to us many times all over the place, and that's very interesting. And later on in the episode, we also get to learn he inherited of some of Clark's power. As of right now, we don't see the full extent of what he got in superpowers because apparently he just awoken. He just got these same powers, so it's brand new for him. It's brand new for everyone, and basically, he can shoot a laser beam with his eyes, and he probably has a strong skin because he didn't add any real scratch or damage from a few pipes that fell on him. Because basically, what happened, the kids went in a barn with Sarah. I think Sarah is Lana's kid. Lana is basically Clark's lover when they were a teenager. So they are like friends, but as of today, they are just friends. But they used to date. So basically, the three kids went into the barn, and uh, when uh, when the Jordan, basically Jordan, wanted to fix the router, and what happened? He made a lot of pipes fall on him, and then we get to see Jordan being like seemingly crushed by the pipes. However, here I will speak a bit about Jonathan. Jonathan, as a protective brother, he rushed toward the pipes and he wanted to protect his brother. I will get back to this later on. So, later on the episode, we also get to see Jordan seeing Sarah in some kind of party, and they kiss, but she has a boyfriend, and that boyfriend is not happy. And we get that kind of, I won't say cliche, but it's feel like a cliche. The boyfriend is angry. The boyfriend wants to beat down Jordan, and Jonathan appears and help out. Here's a nitpick: how did Jonathan knew where they were? Sarah gave the appointment to Jordan. She spoke to Jordan. Now, the only possible idea I got is Jordan told Jonathan, we will go there. But why would he? Anyway, let's not question this. Let's just assume Jonathan knew. He knew. So Jonathan show up. Both kids get beaten down, and here's is the moment where we get to see Jordan shooting laser beam with his eyes. So he basically inherited the heat vision from his father. I also forgot to speak about something I consider important in some ways. The way they discovered Clark's secret identity. They find in the barn the spaceship that brought Kal-El on Earth. So now we get to see Jordan, the weird kid that want to touch that spaceship, and we get Jonathan telling him, "Yo, you should not do that. It can be dangerous and things like that." So yeah, here we can see that Jonathan truly cares about his brother, his twin brother. Actually, I was saying younger, but that's only a feeling because anyway, in the story they're twins, so they are the same age. But I feel like Jonathan is acting like he's the older brother, you know? Anyway, here they discover Clark uh, lineage, we can say that way. We discovered that basically Clark was an alien, and yeah. So here I think we spoke enough about Jordan, the youngest, or actually one of the twins because they're twins. Now let's speak more about Jonathan. Jonathan is really extrovert, if we can say it that way, is the reverse of his brother. He is more toward the others, and he wants to do sport, football, and in the flashbacks we get to see Jonathan maybe inheriting Clark's superpower. He threw a football ball on a tire and he broke the rope that was holding in the air the tire. So maybe it's a foreshadowing that Jonathan may have super strength later on the series. So here I have a bit of theory crafting. Maybe the powers of Clark were divided in both kids. Maybe we get a situation where we get Jordan with durability, heat vision, and maybe freeze breath, something like that. And maybe in the other end we get Jonathan that will be able to fly, have super strength and super speed. Maybe that's what we will get. So they both have 50-50 about power. But that's just a quick guess. Maybe I'm wrong. It's just theory crafting on what can happen later on. And that could be interesting. They all have different sets of skills and they don't all feel like we are just like nerfed version of Superman. But that what they will be, but they will feel different in their powers, if we can say that way. And that can be interesting. I could enjoy it. Like they each have their own struggle and own power, basically. In this episode, we also get to see a lot of Jonathan wanting to protect his brother, and we also discover later on the episode that when the pipes fell on Jordan, and Jonathan rushed to help out Jordan. Jordan was the one that protected Jonathan at the end because he pushed his brother on the ground and he's the one that took most of the hits. And we also get to see that Jonathan does not heal as fast as Jordan because he still have bruises while on the other end Jordan don't have any. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think, for both brothers. Now let's speak about the parents. I will start off with Clark. He is very interesting in this version. He's the more hopeful version of Superman, the more comic book one, the more like classic Superman. We are far from Henry Cavill, and that's interesting because we get everything in nature, so we get different things and different actors and different characters, and that's very good. Like Henry Cavill is great with his special and unique tone on the character, but we also get Tyler Hoechlin, very good as well. I liked it a lot from that episode and the crossovers we got to see. Now, since I'm thinking about it, something really, really surprised me in this episode. Sam Lane, the father of Lois Lane, actually knows that Clark Kent is Superman. And it appears that he knows since the wedding of Clark and Lois. And that's really surprising. I say it's surprising because in all versions I've seen in TV shows such as Supergirl or Smallville, Sam Lane was some kind of anti superhero. He didn't like any superhero. He wanted to put them behind bar. He always thought humans should deal with that kind of stuff themselves. He never liked any superhero. He never trusted any superhero. And at some point in Smallville, if I remember correctly, in the last season, season 10, it's been a while I did not watch the show. Maybe I should rewatch it. But about what I could remember, he was one of the villain in some ways. And in Supergirl, we could tell he did not like Supergirl at all. He did not like Superman as well. So seeing him working ends to ends with Superman in this version was surprising and refreshing. I liked it because now it's not a rehash of something we already seen. Because I don't remember Sam Lane working side by side with Superman or Supergirl. Maybe sometime they had no other choice but to work together, but it's because they had no choice. Now they seem to be partners in some ways. That's where it's different, and I like it. Now, uh, what was very emotional in this episode was Martha's death, and now everything goes wrong for Clark. He got fired by Morgan Edge, I guess. since Morgan Edge bought the Daily Planet and then Clark got fired. I guess by some extent, Morgan Edge was the one that fired Clark, and he loses his mother. Like, about what we could see, it was really short in time, both events, and that's really sad and that's rough in some ways. That's the more mature part of the episode, and I liked it because that show feels like a family TV show where the parents have more mature, more adult themes and storylines, while the kids are having kid stuff. And that's very interesting. I feel like Black Lightning was doing it in their own way, but about what I could remember of the first season of Black Lightning, it was not impressive. It was not bad, but not impressive. Second season, same thing. Third season, in the other end, was amazing. And fourth season, greatness. I have nothing to say. But anyway, now we get a brand new show with some kind of already seen vibes. But this time, it's done the right way. That's the feeling I'm getting from the first episode. Maybe it will change, but as of right now, I'm hooked. I'm hyped. I like what's going on, and I feel like the first season of Black Lightning should have been in this aspect of this season premiere of Clark and Lois or Superman and Lois. Now, on the Clark side, he actually reveals to his kids, I am Superman. And that shocked the kids. The kids are really pissed off. They have been lied to. And during that episode, we kind of see the struggle Clark had. Lois suggested earlier you should tell the boys, but Clark was like, no, it's too dangerous, it's too heavy, maybe they will blow everything up. And I think that will happen later on. Maybe not on season 1, but I can tell it will happen one day or another. That will slip or anything. Anyway, now we could see the struggle of Clark, and then they discover the ship, and then he has no other choice but to tell them. And that's very interesting. Then they are pissed off, and the outcast Jordan feel even more like he outcast. He's like, yo. And the kind of speech Clark had, I think Jordan has potential to become maybe a anti-hero or maybe a villain one day. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, Clark basically tells them they are shocked. At first, they don't believe it, but they have no other choice but to believe it later on. The other Clark story here would be Captain Luthor, the new villain. He knows about a Superman's right identity. Apparently, he knows Kal-El. Like Captain Luthor is the new big bad. I guess maybe the bad guy of the first half. I don't know. We will see. Now, theory crafting in other videos. I can tell. I watch other YouTuber making videos about this, and some of them are saying is maybe an alternate universe Lex Luthor or something that won revenge over Superman since Crisis. That's them. I think it makes sense, but I have other theories here. Maybe that Captain Lex comes from another planet, and on that planet, um, Superman was a bad guy. It's kind of same as the alternate universe theory, but anyway, maybe that's one of the cases where Captain Luthor thinks he's doing it right. Maybe it's the son of Lex Luthor. There's a lot of maybe. We don't have enough clue. And I have also my own theory. Here is linked to Morgan Edge. Like that could be interesting. They maybe know each other for a while, but then at some days they decide to, yeah, let's work together to bring down Superman. That could be interesting. So, I like this because we probably won't have the same Lex Luthor we had in Supergirl, and that's good. I liked the Lex Luthor in Supergirl, but I felt like in season 5 he was overused. Like, making him the big bad 2 seasons in a row was a bad idea, in my own opinion. So now we get a new twist, a new Lex Luthor in some ways, a more fighter type, and that can be very interesting. Now I get to point this out. Superman got beaten down badly. Okay, let's say he was distracted about everything that is going on in his life. And that's also different because for once the superhero did not want anything. This time Captain Luthor destroyed and almost killed Superman. And it's the first episode. So now I'm worried about something. Maybe each single episode Captain Luthor will actually cripple Superman. Look, I know if your main character is Superman, it's very hard to have a strong opponent that can bring him down. But that's no reason to nerf him. I feel like Supergirl, they never nerfed her. Yes, sometimes they did, but sometimes they just add the right enemies, the right opponents, the right power scale character. Like they found their ways, and sometimes yes, Supergirl was losing, but others she was winning. But now I'm scared that this Superman won't have any wins. Because that first fight they got with Captain Luthor and Clark was really a really atrocious defeat for Clark. And it felt like Clark is that brand new superhero, while in the storyline it should be at least 20 years he's in. Anyway, with that being said, I like Captain Luthor, but I hope Clark will be able to bring him down. He is the main character after all. He is Superman after all. And we need to give him some justice and not only defeats. Now let's speak about Lois. There is no huge story to tell about her in this episode. However, there's a big however. She is a very important character, and decision that happens in the episode are centered about her and Clark. Clark takes no decision alone. He always speaks to Lois to have her opinion, and they need to agree on something. That means we get that kind of vibes where Lois is more than just a side character. She is one of the driving reasons we have more episodes. Basically, if Lois would have said no to stay at the farm, maybe the show would have been brought to Metropolis. Or now, for fact, she said yes, let's stay here. They will be staying here because she said so. And that's very interesting. And I feel like both Lois and Clark really had the same amount of screen time. And having Lois arguing with Sam Lane about Clark double identity, if we can say it that way, was interesting, and it was really the dynamic between Sam and Lois we were used to in all version, because they have different point of view. So yeah, this series has potential. It can be great if done well, but it can be really bad if done wrong. So I'm looking forward for other episode. I'm really excited about what will happen next. Now, I'm not the type that gives grade or notes. Um, Sometimes I do, like this season of Black Lightning. It's fire, and I give grades because I've seen Black Lightning before, and right now I feel like it is shining compared to before. So now coming into a new show, I don't want to say it's 9 or 8 or 7 because it's a new show. So I don't know where's the bar at. And if I compare it to other pilots, it's as good as Arrow pilot. It's as good as the Flash pilot. And I feel like it's better than Supergirl pilot because Supergirl pilot, in my own opinion, was not amazing. It is better than Legend of Tomorrow pilot. I cannot speak about Black Lightning pilot because I forgot first season. I really forgot first season. So I will assume here the pilot we just got is better than Black Lightning pilot. And now what is certain, it was much better than Batwoman pilot. Batwoman just don't know how to hire the right people for writing off the story. But anyway, I'm not here to speak about the other show. I'm here to speak about Superman and Lois. And trust me, I am very excited. It will be a good show if they do it properly. So if you want more of that kind of content, just subscribe. Like, just comment, just like, show you're interested into seeing this. I will be covering in a weekly basis the TV show. So basically, as of right now, I will be trying my best to reviewing each show we will get. The Flash is back next week, if I'm right. So yeah, we get reviews, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, and see you next time. Like, comment, and subscribe. That really helps the channel. Have a great day.